Welcome to Smart Stock Watch. Today we're diving into the latest financial results of Lennar Corporation, one of the nation's leading home builders. We'll explore their third quarter 2024 performance, including revenue, earnings, and strategic initiatives. Stay tuned as we break down the numbers and what they mean for investors like you. Curious to know more details on key takeaways and insights? Watch this video to find out. Executive Summary.
Lennar Corporation reported strong third quarter 2024 results with a 10% increase in net earnings per diluted share to $4.26. The company saw a 16% rise in home deliveries and a 5% increase in new orders. Total revenues reached $9.4 billion, driven by higher home building operating earnings and improved operational efficiency. Lennar also repurchased 3.4 million shares for $519 million, maintaining a strong balance sheet with $4 billion in cash and no outstanding borrowings.
Financial performance. What was the total revenue for the current quarter, and how does it compare with the previous quarter and the same period last year?
The total revenue for the current quarter was $9.4 billion, compared to $8.7 billion in the same period last year, representing an increase of approximately 8%.
What were the GAAP and non-GAAP earnings per share (EPS), and how do they compare with the previous quarter and the same period last year?
The GAAP earnings per share (EPS) for the current quarter were $4.26 compared to $3.87 in the same period last year. The non-GAAP EPS, excluding mark-to-market gains and one-time items, was $3.90 compared to $3.91 in the same period last year.
Segment performance. How did the major business segments perform in terms of revenue and growth compared to the previous periods?
Home building revenues increased to $9 billion from $8.3 billion in the same period last year, driven by a 16% increase in home deliveries. Financial services operating earnings were $144 million, slightly down from $148 million in the same period last year. Multifamily operating earnings were $79 million, compared to an operating loss of $9 million in the same period last year. Lennar. Other operating earnings were $20 million compared to an operating loss of $26 million in the same period last year.
Cash flow and financial health. What are the key points of the balance sheets?
Home building cash and cash equivalents $4 billion, no outstanding borrowings under the $2.2 billion revolving credit facility. Home building debt to total capital, 7.6%. Total assets, $39.7 billion. Total liabilities, $12.2 billion. Total equity, $27.6 billion.
Strategic initiatives and partnerships. What were the major strategic initiatives, product launches, and partnerships announced in the current quarter?
Continued focus on the land-light strategy, improving the year's supply of owned home sites to 1.1 years from 1.5 years last year. Increased controlled home site percentage to 81% from 73% year over year. Repurchased 3.4 million shares of common stock for $519 million.
Risk and challenges. What are the key risks and challenges highlighted in the report or discussed by the management?
Slowdowns in real estate markets, decreased demand for homes or rental apartments, impact of inflation and increased mortgage financing costs, supply shortages and increased costs related to construction materials and labor, natural disasters or catastrophic events, changes in laws, regulations, or the regulatory environment.
Future outlook. What is the company's revenue and gross margin guidance for the next quarter or fiscal year?
Expected deliveries 22,500 to 23,000 homes. Average sales price about $425,000. Gross margin on home sales flat with Q3.
What are the expected operating expenses and other relevant financial projections for the next period?
SG&A as a percentage of home sales 6.7% to 6.8%. Financial services operating earnings $140 million.
Overall performance and investment prospects. Based on the financial results and strategic updates, what is the assessment of the company's overall performance?
Lennar Corporation demonstrated strong performance in the third quarter of 2024, with significant increases in home deliveries and new orders. The company maintained a robust balance sheet and continued to execute its strategic initiatives effectively. The outlook for the next quarter remains positive, with stable gross margins and strong liquidity.
That's all for today's analysis of Lennar Corporation's impressive third-quarter performance and future prospects. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Smart Stock Watch for more in-depth financial insights. Let us know in the comments if you think Lennar is a good investment right now. Boost your trading game with Interactive Brokers, a leading platform known for its advanced tools and low commissions. I've personally benefited from their fast execution and comprehensive market access. Click the referral link in the video description below to sign up and support this channel. Start trading smarter today with IBKR. Thanks for watching and happy investing.